Alrighty, installment 2 of Harmonic Trading. I'm going to talk about the Ethereum market for today, and we're going to be covering a move that we've been expecting. Let's take a look at it and go through it briefly here by taking a look at larger time frames. So here's Ethereum having been in a nice upward positive channel. We're going to be discussing the white channel that we see here. So we're looking for a continuation of this move now. We do believe that we are about to pretty much rocket higher. We really believe that this retracement that we had down here in the 233s is probably the lowest price that we're going to see for some time. Could be a month or two, but we do feel like prices are going to immediately move to 310 and then exceed 310 after maybe a few weeks and then continue on to 375. So we expect a pretty big move coming in Ethereum, 375 being sort of what we might refer to as the top of the frame and our upper price target. So how are we going to get there? Let's look a little bit closer. So I want to point out a few things. Number one, upward trend channel. Number two, let's take a look at the frame itself. Where are we in our frame? I'm going to isolate the frame here. This is a technique I often do to try to exemplify exactly where the frames are. So this is 250 and 125, and we are clearly here gyrating around the top of the frame. This is typically called a frame shift. So we're moving through a frame shift, getting up from one frame into another. We also call that a gate move. It's how you safely move through a frame. Normally, you wouldn't try to trade directly through a frame, as you will be stopped somewhere, and you'll be placed into some precarious positions if you try to stay long the entire time you're going through a frame. Or you could be patient and it'll work out just fine, half the time, and the other half of the time you'll wish you would have sold. So the next frame above this is the 250 to 375 frame. So we can see clearly we're stuck in between two frames. All of the previous activity that has been going on for approximately since the 24th here, 15th through the 24th, about 10 trading days or so, has been a large sideways move. Discussed this. We knew this would be happening. We knew we would be printing a large W. Some Elliott wave speak there. But anyhow, we're in wave 4 of a 5-wave count that we believe is taking us higher. We're in the center of a frame shift, moving from the lower frame into the upper frame and seeing resistance oscillating about the center of or the top of the frame is very common, or the bottom of the frame, however you want to see it. And so we're about to end there. We hope to see after this move a increasing number of bars that are all above 250. Eventually, we will not go back below 250. So currently, we're still slipping below 250. Here we moved 2/8 below 250. Here we moved 1/8 below 250. Here we moved 1/8 below 250. So soon we'll move higher and then come back and retest 250. And the minute that we retest 250 from the upper side of the frame and we do not break through it, we will have confidence that we really are on the precipice of the next move higher. So we expect to see a price shoot up here to about 278 the next few days, and then have it retraced to somewhere above 250, and then continue to move higher to the 312.50 area. So let's take a closer look. What do we expect that to look like? We're going to switch charts and get a little tighter. So here's the move we've been in for pretty much the last 24 hours or so, and this is the top we have expected, and the last final retrace that we expect. We expect to see some pretty jagged action. I personally do not believe this is the bottom. This is the reflection box for this move. This reflection box will capture the very lowest prices that I expect we'll see for some time until we get up above 250, and then of course we hope to move higher, as we've been saying, into the next frame. So for the next couple of hours, we expect to see some really choppy action. We expect to see at least one, if not two more lows. This centering in time is 1:30 in the morning, so right around 1:30 in the morning. If you have not taken a position yet, you may feel compelled to go ahead and pay a little bit more than you might and load up to at least 25% or 50% of your intended position. And that way, later on, if you do get a drop, you've got orders sitting there for the other 50% of your position. You can still get in. But if it does not happen, you won't feel like you're getting left out, which being left out is probably one of the worst aspects of trading. It takes a lot of discipline to watch a move that you've been waiting for say several days to just go on without you. And a lot of the times that forces you to pay up in price. So better than to pay up in price for a move that you've missed, it's always better to go ahead and take some reasonably discounted prices. Perhaps we know it won't be into the flash, as we call it, the large steep finish in almost every counter trend bull wave move. Every counter trend bull run has a very steep finish. So it can get a little scary. Sometimes you're at the top of it and it really feels like it's just, the bottom's dropping out on you. But nevertheless, it's a bull market. It will come back, and it usually does in just a matter of minutes when you know you are near the bottom. So if you ever buy and you see that you've recovered in price just within a few minutes, let that be an indication that things are well. You do not need to bail out on your position. You're probably doing just fine. Yes, you came in a little early, but be patient. The speed of the climb will probably be very, very slow after that point, but rest assured you probably will do okay. Of course, always have your stop losses identified prior to the move. Here, our stop losses are down in the 233.76 range. This would be what we call our automatic stop loss. This would be the stop loss we actually enter into our trading platform. We will have many manual stop losses, which occur anywhere below 241. So before 241 and lower, we're going to start thinking about stop lossing. You start getting below 240. Now you're really going to manually get yourself out of this market. You're going to be looking for some kind of a small rally in order to improve your price position a little bit and unload. I would not be doubling down or adding to any positions above 240. If you felt like you wanted to try to wait it out, but I wouldn't be adding to positions below 240, trying to average out. When you started climbing again and got back above the center of the frame here at approximately 242, perhaps it would be safer then to add to positions, but you don't want to buy the falling knife. There are strategies that I employ occasionally that will do that. I would consider myself a extremely capable, high-speed thinker. If that doesn't describe you, stay away from trying to buy any terrible positions. You may win a few of them here and there and feel pretty great about it, but by and large, it's going to burn you badly. You're going to accumulate. The market's going to keep falling. You're going to be underwater, and you're going to probably cry uncle at the worst time, and of course see the market come back, and it'll burn you psychologically. Just not a good trading process. So if you start seeing prices below 242, stop accumulating. If you see prices below 240, just stay away and consider lightening up manually. If you see prices below 233.75, your automatic stop should get you out, and you'll have a pretty nice loss on your hands. But it could be a lot worse if you let it ride below this frame line. Anyhow, so here's what we expect to see. We expect to see another 3 waves down. We expect about 1:30 a.m. to be the center mark of when the trend should change and start moving higher. We have all the way up until about 5 in the morning before that really is actually late. Anytime after 5:45 and prices are still kind of floundering here, again, I would start to become cautious about the move. Let's take a look at one last chart, which identifies our positive positions. This is the same chart as before. Here's the dip we're expecting, the prices, automatic stop, accumulation through all this yellow area zone down to the bottom of the frame in between these 2 green dashed lines. These are 2 particle lines. And what we hope is to be targeting our first set of sales around the 265 to 257 range. We can also reload back again on any retest at 250. So if you start seeing prices up here, consider taking some off the table. You don't have to. You could definitely ride this. We do expect prices to get all the way into the 280s and then, of course, and beyond, but there'll be a lot of moves there. So why not take some profits off the table and be day traders? That's what we do. We trade quickly. We trade often. We remove our risk, and we protect our capital and our gains. So hopefully that's clear there. And if you have any questions, you can email me and reach me, and I'll answer those in a different video or perhaps a private message.